Hello. Just got back from coaching. Great session. Got my lemon pie. Got one of these lemon pies from Costco. I feel like it's never going to end. All I'm doing is eating lemon pie. And I seem to get more and more. That appears in my fridge, but I'll take it all day. Okay. As I've always done the whole World Cup, I'm going to reveal the deception of what happened in today's semi-final. And I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back because a year and a half ago, and I've put the video out, I said that Sergio Aguero's heart condition was a sacrifice for Argentina to make the World Cup final. I saved that in my locker. I wasn't going to put it out there. I was like, as soon as they make that final, you're going to go back and watch that video. And if you're on my Patreon, you'll know I was raving on about Argentina 2 years ago. Raving on about them before England, and then the Queen's death put me onto England more than Argentina, but I've always been going on about them. They still don't necessarily mean they win. Okay, they could crucify the Messiah in the final. There's all sorts of narratives. But my word, I did say they get to the World Cup final, and it was because of Aguero sacrificing his career for it. And I said the final, not to win it. I did say I think they'd probably play England in the final. But the fact is, I said Argentina would make the final at plus 500 to make the final. They were 11-1 to win it, 5-1 to make the final. So again, so you can keep bringing up England. I did get taken in by it because I predicted the Queen's death. But this World Cup's been about the Queen, about Revelation, about Pope Francis, about Kobe. It's like, honestly, when this World Cup's over, it will be my crowning moment more than the Queen's death. Because this World Cup's about all of the people I use in my codes. Francis, Revelation, Queen Elizabeth, royal family. All right, it's all there in this World Cup. And you'll see in my book, which I'm so excited to get out there. But my word, it's exhausting doing it. So Kingsley's giving it a woo. Morocco wins it. France may win it. We don't know. I'm going to get a lot better now at saying I don't know to things. So if people ask me tomorrow, who's going to win Morocco, France, do you know what you're going to get from me? I don't know. I don't know. None of us know. That's what you're going to get from me now. I don't know, but I say, I do see this for France and I see that for Morocco. I'm going to be the guy that's going to give you the information, whatever it may be about, whether it's about Revelation, professional sports, coronavirus, whatever it's about, celebrity deaths, astrology, mythology. I'm just going to give you information, and you as a grown adult are going to do whatever you want with it. Again, there's people now calling me a guru because they had Argentina to make the final, winning thousands of dollars. They're thinking I'm a guru. People who took England, they're thinking I'm a jerk. It's not about that, is it? I put out the information. It is you who decides what to do with it. So they made Messi baby the other LM10. Yeah, you had LM10, Luka Modric 10, Lionel Messi 10. LM. L is the 12th letter of the alphabet. M is the 13th. What's today's date? 12/13. It's what they do. I don't know how it's being done. 30 in the live, 6 likes. World Cup final, 30 weeks and 6 days after Argentina coach's birthday. I told you they had every 36 in the sun to make the final. Not to necessarily win it, to make the final. Maradona died with 36 days left in the year. Messi turns 36 next year. The Pope, who's Argentinian, was born in 36. Argentina came in with a 36-game undefeated run. My whole Aguero video was before Argentina's run as well. And I was talking about 36 and 666 and 18. All the stuff I was talking about. It's happening. That Aguero video is going to, other than the only tiny dampener is I said Argentina against England. That's the dampener in that. But that video of Aguero is enough to silence anyone. Like anyone. When it came to this Argentina-Croatia game, I'm going to show you that there was loads of riddles for all 3 outcomes. But I did find a riddle Well, a guy in my community, amazing guy, our sports led me to it. Messi to score. I said Messi would assist. He scored and assisted. So when you do what I do, guys, it isn't just money line. It's calling it out. What's going to happen isn't just as well necessarily the original thing that a person sees. Okay, I saw loads of numbers, loads for Portugal before the game over Morocco. 10 minutes in, Morocco will win this and they won't concede. And they were, what odds were they? Plus 500 or whatever they were. And I didn't think they concede. Double chance, probably the smarter bet, but they won. Gambling's a mugs game if you don't know how to do it. It's a mugs game. So knowledge is key. I said Argentina before this clown said it. So knowledge is key. Congratulations, mate, for saying Argentina. They haven't won the World Cup, though, mate. They haven't won it at all. I said they'd get to the final, and they did. So Morocco win tomorrow. I don't know. All I'm going to say is about Morocco is every single person in my phone book is messaging me saying Morocco's going to win. I never like that, do I? They're all saying that Morocco's going to win. They're not going to have France, Argentina. They might not do that, but they might. I've been talking about Pope Francis 2 years, so maybe they will. How many people in the world know about Pope Francis and know he's Argentinian and even connect Francis to France? How many of them know that the Jesuit order were founded in France? How many of them know all this stuff? They don't. They're just going to see Argentina, France, two of the best teams in the world, and they're going to see Mbappe against Messi, and they're going to lap it all up without the knowledge. So today, Messi got his 11th goal in his 25th World Cup game. 11/25 is the date Maradona died. I told you Messi would go 8 goals in 21 World Cup games. He did, to match Maradona's record of 8 goals in 21 games. And then Ronaldo did 8 in 21 games. 821, 142nd prime. Christian Eriksen's birthday, who had a cardiac arrest. Valentine's Day connected to hearts. Diego Maradona dies of a heart attack. Aguero's career ends because of chest pains. I've told you all of this. 14 times 2 is 28. The World Cup lasts 28 days. This World Cup, what am I, 75% with my picks? But you said England are the best riddle. And raved on about Argentina a ton as well. And people just say it's favourites, it's favourites. Just stop with the favourite shenanigans as well, ladies and gentlemen. I'm revealing the code of the universe to you. And all you care about is odds. You'll dismiss an incredible riddle where I code the exact script to the game. Yeah, but they were minus 300, so it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. I coded the whole game perfectly, so it does matter. Why doesn't that matter to you? That's the people who have an issue. They care more about the value rather than actually exposing it. So you had all the 32s. Again, go back and watch my live streams and then watch what happens in the game. Go back and watch my previous live stream and then watch what happened. I said Argentina's biggest number is 32. So they win the penalty after 32 minutes. I mentioned Messi with 34. Okay, I was 34 years old when he won the Copa America. The final was his 34th appearance. So when does he open the scoring? 34 minutes. Okay, Argentina win this penalty after 32 minutes. Their flag has 32 rays. The Society of Jesus' logo has 32 rays. Aguero, his most iconic moment, was in the 3-2 win against Queen's Park Rangers for Manchester City. Okay. Look at this 55 in the live. Do you know Aguero retired exactly 55 weeks after Maradona died? Satan gets you 55. Satan gets you 10. 55 is the 10 Fibonacci triangular number. Who were the captains today in this? Number 10, Messi. Number 10, Modric. Okay. The amount of codes I was doing here was just insane. Goal Messi, 11 goals in 25 World Cup games. Maradona died on 11-25. I said 32 was huge for Argentina in my live, and they win the penalty after 32 minutes. Maradona lost the 1990 World Cup final 32 years ago. I raved on about 34, and he scores after 34 minutes, and he won the Copa America at age 34. Okay? You have... what else did I have? This one, huge, huge, to show you that it's all connected, like I've said. Number 10 was the hero for Argentina today. Just like number 10 was the hero for the LA Rams Cooper Cup, Super Bowl 56, where I predicted the exact score and who would get the first touchdown. And today is 12-13. 12 times 13 equals 156. Rams number 10, Cooper Cup, was born on 15-6. 9/11 is the 156 prime. Messi, the number 10, was the hero today, exactly 10 months after the Rams won the Super Bowl, where the winning touchdown was from number 10. All numbers, you know me, 55, 10, 42, the 9/11 stuff that I rave on about, 36s, all revelation numbers, all happening. Argentina won the World Cup, the first one 44 years ago. They keep Croatia on 44 all-time World Cup points. 193 days before Messi's birthday, 44th prime. Rave on about 44, I'll tell you it all the time. And I don't go on about every single number if you start chirping. Don't bet, yep. I'll tell you something, you'd enjoy this knowledge a lot more if you didn't bet. I agree with Revelation 18. You go to a different level when you do it without the money involved. You just see clearly. You don't get emotional about it. Nyan, if you lost money on the World Cup, it has nothing to do with me. Nothing. Because my picks have been bang on. If you're going to accuse me, if you're saying you've lost money on the World Cup because of me, that's absolute nonsense. Any games I've got wrong, I told you where the games were going to go in play, apart from maybe one. Whilst there were more than plus money. So I'm not having anyone say, I didn't win money off your picks. That's a lie. If you took all of them. So I'm telling you, with Messi, the only thing that took me off Argentina was the riddles too perfect and the Queen dying. But remember, Leo is a lion. The lion connects to the three lions of England. Lion connects to Jesus, the Lion of Judah. They might sacrifice Messi in the final. Just be aware of that. I hope Argentina win for the code. But they might have him get sacrificed. He's the Messiah. He's the Messiah. I'm really hoping they do France and Argentina for Pope Francis. I really hope that is the final. But we'll find that out tomorrow. That's what I really want. But everyone's telling me Morocco, and of course there's a lot of stuff for them. But I'm really hoping that it's France-Argentina to shut people up when I've raved on about Pope Francis before anyone. So he could lose 2 World Cup finals. It'd be a shock, wouldn't it? But they might do it to him. Just know, I told you that this World Cup final, 101 days after the Queen died, 26 prime, it's going to be Messi's 26th World Cup game. I don't really see anything like what they're going to do with him. Numbers, could he get 2 goals to get his 13th with 13 days left in the year? 13 is the 6th prime, and he came in with 6 goals. It'll give him 7 at this World Cup, as far as I'm aware. He's got 5. Has he got 5 now? So, obviously, if Messi wins it, he'll be the golden ball winner. He'll be the GOAT. He'll be the GOAT. And if it's the last World Cup ever, and the GOAT wins. It shows you how satanic it is. But again, I won't count your chickens. If you've bet on Argentina, just hope that Morocco knock out France, then you financially just in wonderland. And if they do play France, you have to back France. If you got on Argentina at the beginning at 11-1, you have to back France to lift the trophy, to cover yourself. They'll probably be, France will be slight favourites, slight favourites to win it. And let's see if they let the home of the Jesuits, France, go back to back. They may. They may. Bet365 knew the scoreline today, 3-0 at 20-1. What, like 2-0-1? My mate Javi on my website took Argentina 3-0. It's very hard to call scorelines, but he took Argentina 3-0 and Messi to score. Do you think Argentina versus France final? Just curious. If it's all about Pope Francis and the Society of Jesus, then absolutely. If it's deeply, deeply, deeply satanic, it's Argentina-Morocco. Again, if Morocco have come out of nowhere, I've told you all the satanic numbers, the Abraham Accords, the pentagram, the red and the green that connects to Revelation. Just Morocco, they've come out of nowhere. Guys, Senegal won the African Cup of Nations. Where did Morocco finish? Let me even look at that. I might be wrong. They might have even got to the final. African Cup of Nations. So let me have a little look at this tournament. Wow. All right, I've got another 42. Give me a second. I can't believe these 42s. The African Cup of Nations ended on 4-2. Mane won it and signed for Bayern Munich 42 million. Even this, the African Cup of Nations ended on 4-2. And the guy who got the winning penalty signed for Bayern for 42 million. Mane finished, guys, on the 4th of February, 4-2. So let me see what they're saying about it. No, this is the 2023 one. Perfect. The African Cup of the 2023. 2023 African Cup of Nations ends on 4-2. Give me a second. African Cup of Nations 2022. Where is it? Didn't Senegal won it, didn't they? Yeah, Senegal, champion of Africa. So where did Morocco finish in this African Cup of Nations? Where did they finish? They're in the semi-final of the World Cup. Where on earth did they finish in this African Cup of Nations, which is a really, really, really weak tournament? All right, where are they? Okay, they won the group, but they had Gabon, Comoros, and Ghana in it. How did Ghana finish on 1 point below Comoros and Gabon? How? And then they get to the World Cup. All right, here we go. I found it. The final was Senegal-Egypt. Yeah. Wow, the penalty shootout. 2022 penalty shootout finished 4-2 to 4-2 Senegal. Wow. And it was Senegal against Egypt. It was Mane against Salah. Morocco got beat in the quarterfinals by Egypt. So they get to the quarterfinal of the African Cup of Nations, but the semi-final of the World Cup. The African Cup of Nations is a mediocre tournament, and they've gone farther in the World Cup. Wow. Mane was laughing after missing the penalty. Well, he was laughing when he missed the penalty for Liverpool because he knew that they were winning it. I had Liverpool to win that FA Cup before the season began because of Hillsborough. Another one that I got, 9-1. Goes under the radar. So, anyways, guys, let me read the thing why I said I thought Messi would assist. Just they give you stats. I've told you, go on Sky Sports, and they'll hit you with a beautiful stat where if you pay attention, they'll give it away. So, where is it? I've got posted a lot. Lionel Messi is equaling Lothar Matthäus for the most appearances in World Cup history, 25 this evening. This was before. As well as being Argentina's joint highest goal scorer in the competition, 10, he's one assist away from equaling Maradona's overall record of 8 at World Cup finals since 1966. So I was like, okay, you're telling me he's going to assist? Thank you. He assisted. And again, when you bet, it was 4-5 for him to assist. It's, again, if you want to be a better, there's a million ways of winning money. So it's not always the one-off money line. It's he got an assist, 4-5. Scoring play was 130, plus 130 in the 90 minutes. That's 2. Done. You could have just gone with them. And you don't really have to sweat. Sometimes with goal score bets, it's done in the first 5 minutes. You've won your bet. You don't have to wait for all the bullshit drama. Of course, there's a risk to it. The player could get sent off or taken off, but rarely happens with someone like Messi, does it? How often does he get taken off? So another thing with Super Bowl 56, which is, again, blatantly undeniable if you accept. Remember, they call it football, guys. The NFL's called football. Why? Argentina become 3-2-1 versus Croatia. Super Bowl 56 was on a day leaving 3-2-1 days left in the year. Argentina's 87th World Cup game, 8 times 7's 56. Number 10 Cup was the hero in Super Bowl 56. And exactly 10 months later, number 10 Messi makes it 1-0 for Argentina to become 11 goals in 25 games at the World Cup. And number 10 Maradona died on 11/25. That itself should wake up hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people. But another thing with 36, Maradona died with 36 days left in the year on 11/25, and 11 plus 25 is 36. So my only worry for Argentina is it's too clean. But again, how many people in the world see what I see? It's too clean for me. Not for 99% of the world. It's just Messi. He's going to get his World Cup. That's their mindset. So everyone's saying Morocco will beat France. Then when you say that, do you mean inside 90 minutes? Do you mean in extra time? Are they going to beat them on penalties? Or are you just going to say, when you say they're going to beat them, how? Money line plus 600 in 90 minutes? Are they going to do them in extra time? Are you recommending double chance? Did they beat them on pens? Have you seen the history of France and Morocco in penalty shootouts? Do you know how many times they've gone to extra time? Do you know all these stats? Or are you just saying Morocco are going to beat France with no substance to it and then be upset when it doesn't happen? You can't just throw out stuff like that's going to happen with nothing to back it up. What is number 36, though? 666 is the 36 triangular number. 3 times 6 is 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. The 36 heavily connects to the number of the beast. Argentina won the World Cup 36 years ago when Maradona lifted the trophy. That tournament's most well known for the hand of God. Messi's the Messiah, when really Jesus is the Messiah. So, again, mate, I was eating lemon pie again, just a snack. After this live, I've got to lay down for 30 minutes. And I'm playing football later in 2 games, competitive games. So, see how it goes. You know, I tell you, Kenya works at the Hard Rock. Well, the Hard Rock, at the beginning of the World Cup, I brought out a burger called the Lionel Messi burger. And it said it's a burger for winners. And I'm saying that, I'm like, are they just, is it predictive programming? Is it Satan playing with me? Like, Messi's got a burger at the Hard Rock Cafe. A burger for winners. Google it. I see all the advertisements all over for it. I've got a photo of it. It's funny if he wins it. But I've told you the stuff like Zlatan Ibrahimovic said, it's already been written that Messi's won the World Cup. I'm just hoping and praying to God that that does happen so I can wake people up. But it worries me. It worries me that Zlatan's saying that for me. I really hope it's Argentina, but it worries me that it's so blatant. But I've told you, Satan's just being really blatant at the moment in many ways. Messi described as a wizard, doing sorcery, playing like a demon, doing things that are not human. This was said by the commentators, yeah. Playing like a man possessed. He's out of this world. He's not from this planet. They've said it about Messi, Lewandowski, Haaland, Ronaldo, Brady. Ronaldo's in full-blown demon mode. And it just goes over people's heads. I've seen crisps with Messi the go. It doesn't shock me. I agree with Brian. If they want to make a 3-year-old the best player they can with the demon. But they've got to somewhat make it believable. So they would never do that. I told you, whatever happened with Messi, well, again, now it's not suspension. Unless he gets injured, which he never does, it's going to be his 172nd all-time game for Argentina. I've told you how synced up for 2 years Messi is with Michael Jordan. That's why I told you all Messi would go to PSG when he was at Barcelona, and everybody laughed at me. He's going to retire at Barcelona. He'll never leave his beloved Barcelona. And then he said he wanted to leave, and then he came out and said, I'm going to stay. I still remember to this day, 200, 300 messages. You were wrong. I told you Messi was staying at Barcelona. You don't know what you're talking about. You make all these predictions. Shortly after, Lionel Messi has signed with Paris Saint-Germain. And then if I drop them a message, what do I get called? Cocky, arrogant. Yet they came at me when he said, I'm going to stay at Barcelona. They attacked me like vultures. They disappeared when he signed for Paris. Disappeared. And then if something happens 3 months later, I get something wrong. There's the vultures again. Having the little scraps, baby. Having the little scraps. But the illusion, baby, he has fish. Woo! Chips. Woo! Curry sauce. Woo! Buttered tea cake. Woo! Cherry Coke. Whilst you're feeding off scraps, baby. So, woo, Devan. They admitted Messi used growth hormone. Yes. When he was young, he got sent to Europe and he was given growth hormone. So, your GOAT, guys, from a young age, has been pumped with drugs. Been pumped with drugs since he was a child. Since she was a child, sorry. Guys, tell me, did FIFA predict Argentina would win? I'll tell you something big that I found. Actually, it's enormous. I'm not doing any silly jokes here. These fines, the 75, these 75 fines are going to, I think they're going to send you over the edge. I'm not going to read out my Argentina code. I've already read it to you multiple times. But I'm going to give you this. I was just going to leave it for my website. I just want to tell you that I found these unbelievable fines. 75 is a monumentally big number. 7 times 5 is 35. Satan 35. Baphomet 35. But listen to this. Just two words here and be serious. You can either say wow or coincidence. And I'll read it out to you. So I said these 75 fines are simply game-changing and mind-blowing. The 2022 FIFA World Cup began exactly 75 years after Queen Elizabeth married Prince Philip. There's hardly anyone, if anyone in the community that knows this. I told you that the World Cup final is obviously the day after the Pope's birthday. And I told you the World Cup began on Joe Biden's 80th birthday. This World Cup began exactly 75 years after Queen Elizabeth married Prince Philip. They got married the 20th of November, guys. 20th of November, 1947. Argentina just got their 47th win. Big number, enormous number 47, which means I don't know if they're necessarily going to have Argentina winning 47. The Freemason, guys, the Freemason compass is set at 47 degrees. It's an enormous number. So first of all, you have that. You have the World Cup began exactly, and I do exact. I'm not people in the community that say it's 75 years when it's 75 years, 3 months and 2 days. It's exactly 75 years. All right? Then you have this. And this is why you have to see why I did see stuff for England. You go, all right, I can see why you saw that. The 2022 third and fourth place game is exactly 75 weeks after Messi and Maradona won the Copa America. And it's the Pope's birthday. Exactly 75 weeks. The World Cup final is exactly 75 weeks after England lost to Italy in the Euro 2020 final. Exactly. I told you Argentina won the Copa America 24 hours before Italy won the Euros. And in 2013, when Pope Francis became the Pope, he invited the Argentine national team and the Italian national team to the Vatican for dinner. Pope Francis is Argentinian and resides in Italy in the Vatican. Within 24 hours, Argentina won the Copa America. Messi was at that dinner, by the way. And then Italy won the Euros. The first game of the Euros was played in Rome, where the Vatican is, where Italy won. And they won that game against Turkey. The first goal of the game was after 53 minutes. Italy won their first Euros in 53 years. The 3 penalty misses for England, you combine the jersey numbers 53. Kane's just gone out of this World Cup with 53 all-time goals. Giroud's on 53, probably stays on it. Rooney on 53. Elizabeth coronated in 53. So Gretzky's deep, guys, because of... I've done a code on Gretzky. And just so you know, guys, 75 weeks exact is 1 year, 5 months and 7 days. And the 2018 World Cup final between Croatia and France was on 15/7. Well, what happened today? Argentina got their 157th World Cup point. 75 weeks is exactly 1 year, 5 months and 7 days, 157. Kobe Bryant died a span of 157 days after his 41st birthday with his 13-year-old daughter. The World Cup began with 41 days left in the year. Ends on the 13th. It ends with 13 days left in the year. On the 18th, Revelation 13:18. Number of the beast is 666. So, Sani, can you go away? Can you go away, please? Can you leave? Or I'll get rid of you. You do get points for knockout games. They went for 154. They're now on 157. You get 3 points for a win. See if you can do the math of 154 plus 3. Tell me what it gets you. And go on the official website and you'll see it. So stop. He's gone. This guy's gone because he's pissing me off. I'm not having people come in here and lie. He's gone from the channel. They come in and they lie and they stir stuff up and they don't know what they're talking about. They're gone. I'll start getting rid of you now. I'll just start getting rid of people who pop in and they lie or they talk bullshit that's completely wrong like that and confuse people. You do know at this point now, because I've got somewhat of a fan base and I'm coding the universe, that people are coming in the chat, probably literally being paid to come in and to mess your head up, say stuff about me or say you don't get points in knockouts, trying to make me look silly. Yes, you do. I've got the whole file of it and update it. So it's completely wrong. You don't get points in knockout games. So yeah, gone. Anyone who just plays around and starts talking shit, they're gone. Messi and Gretzky linked because both are nicknamed the Great One in respective languages. Gretzky, again, I might have to do my video about it. I've got the code. He was born in 61. He's currently 61. And if you go watch my Aguero video, you're going to see that Aguero, he had his heart issue on Maradona's 61st birthday. This Gretzky is 61, and he was born in 61, and 61's the 18th prime, and 6 + 6 + 6 is 18. Gretzky wore number 99. Modric was born on 9-9. 9 times 11 is 99. Prince Philip died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year. But we've just got to realize this. MK is Bray Wyatt possessed. Bray Wyatt's character, the Fiend, is all about demonic possession. And he literally possessed Alexa Bliss, who was in the center of a ring, sat inside a pentagram, which connects to Morocco. All right? That is why the Fiend, aka Bray Wyatt, what is his famous line? Let me in. Let me in. What do you think he means by let me in? Do you think he's knocking on the door? He's talking about demons. Let me in. That's his whole stick. And Bray Wyatt, when he became the Fiend, like, you couldn't hurt him. It's like when Finn Balor becomes the demon. Little Irish guy. Yeah, he's ripped to hell. No doubt about it. Little Irishman, when he becomes the demon, can't touch him. You got Bruce Lesnar, the beast incarnate. It's all there. It's all there. Messi loses the final at Morocco, but who wins the Champions League with PSG? I don't know. I've told you I ain't doing this now I've called futures in football, American football, tennis, snooker, rugby, hockey, basketball, golf. I've called futures from the beginning in all of those sports. I'm done with having the conversation on who do you think's winning the Champions League. The only way people bring my work down is when I come on the live and someone says, do you think PSG are going to win the Champions League? And I go, well, they have a really good riddle. Yeah, they might win it. The loser said PSG will win the Champions League. It's close. I ain't ever going to do that anymore. So if you think PSG are going to win the Champions League, either leave a comment here and tell me why, or just bet on them and good luck to you. I'm not responding anymore to who you think is going to win, Adam. I won't do it. If I'm feeling like in the zone, I'm like, guys, I'm watching this game, the way it's going. But if you ask me and it's forced, I'll say, I don't know. I won't give you that on YouTube anymore. It's the only thing people go against me if I ever get a pick wrong. They ignore everything else that I do. Everything else. Guys, have you watched? I'm gonna send you my Aguero video. For anyone who's not watched this video, it's the video of all videos. I told you that the Argentina would get to the World Cup final. There was one Brazilian guy called Rodrigo who I don't know, and this is something I want to make very clear. It's like a positive and a negative what I'm about to say here. I was on Argentina before any other nation, and for months. Then I stumbled across England when I was looking into the possibility of the Queen's death. Then she died. And then I had all this thing in my head. I said, if the Queen dies right before the World Cup, they'll take it. But it was always Argentina #1. Anyone on my Patreon knows that. Go back and watch my videos. And then I was all like, I really loved England. Then I said, if you bet on England or Argentina, I think one of them wins it. Then I said, if you bet England, Argentina, Brazil. And this is because of Rodrigo. And I'll give him credit here. He sent me codes practically every day for Brazil, finding remarkable finds, all about 22. And I think he was Brazilian. So he was fan coding. And then you start seeing Brazil's odds drop and drop and drop. And then I'm looking into it and I'm like, geez, wow. Brazil were never my pick until really close before. I was like, they might get to the final. And I said they were all about 22 and they went out with 22 days left in the year. Like they lost the Copa America final to a 22nd minute Angel Di Maria goal. So if Argentina win it, and they win it when I said they were 11-1, again, if you're in it just for gambling, how on earth do you lose money? If I say get on England, Argentina, Brazil, if one of them wins, you definitely win a profit. That's when Brazil was 6-1, England 9-1, Argentina 11-1. If Argentina don't win it, I put my hand up. All three of them were wrong, but my daily picks have been bang on. So what do you want from me? Becky Lynch, the man. Yep. Literally, how blatant can you get? Joshua likes France back-to-back. I can see why. They have tons. Illusion about to smack inverted Messi with a ball of HP sauce. I'd love to, mate. I'd love to see Messi and sit. Imagine illusion. Imagine this on TV. The Illusion interviews Lionel Messi. Imagine I had an hour with Messi and he had to answer every question and it had to be honest. Hi, Lionel. How are you, mate? Yeah, I'm good, Illusion. How are you? Okay, let me ask you a few questions, Lionel. Oh, no. Oh, no. Lionel, so you just won the World Cup? Yes. What edition was it, Lionel? The 22nd edition, Illusion. It was, wasn't it? It was, yeah. Yeah, good tournament, Lionel. You know Maradona? Do you remember him? The guy you sacrificed? Oh, yeah, I remember Diego, yeah. The guy from Lanus, like the anus. Yeah. And you remember Aguero, whose nickname is Cum Cum? Oh, yeah, I know Aguero. Yeah, I'm the godfather of his child. Aguero married Maradona's daughter. Oh, yeah, correct, Lionel, correct. Well, going back to the 22, you said it was the 22nd edition of the World Cup? Yeah. Do you know, Lionel, that Diego Maradona died exactly 22 weeks after your 34th birthday? What? Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Let's ignore that. So I've got a few more questions for you. Do you believe in Satan, Lionel? What? Excuse me? Do you believe in Satan, Lionel? Do you know in the semi-final, when you won 3-0, that Argentina got their 149th all-time World Cup goal, the 35th prime, and Satan equals 35? Have you heard of gematria, Lionel? Yes. Okay. So you'll know Satan equals 35 and Baphomet equals 35. You know the football for the World Cup was designed like the Baphomet, don't you, Lionel? Yes. You do know as well that you won 35 major trophies for Barcelona, don't you, Lionel? Yes. And that you won the World Cup at age 35, Lionel? Yes, Illusion. All right, guys, we're going to go to a commercial break now. Hope you're enjoying this. Lionel, got more questions for you after the break, you little twat. So, Lionel can't speak English. Demons can speak any language. That's why most of these top stars can speak like 7 languages, some of them. Antisocial 2701, listen, bro. Give me a question. Ask me a question. And who recommended you? Who recommended you to my channel? Right, I'll do this for you. I'm going to play. Let me put this on mute. I'm going to play to you my Aguero video because it's mine. I shouldn't get done for copyright. So let me wait for these commercials to be over. Right. So you got asked who recommended you. As I have 33 likes, you're going to listen to this video here about why Aguero sacrificed his career at age 33 for Argentina to get to the World Cup final. Let's have a little listen. All right, gives me a break from talking as well. There you go. And the only issue with this, I said, I think they'll play England. That's it, but listen to it.
All right, guys, I've been saying for a long time now, you have to have your money on either Argentina or England to win the World Cup, and I would not be shocked if they meet in the final. And today, Sergio Aguero retired at the age of 33. Been talking about that number a lot recently. Kun Aguero retires at age 33. Here he is, putting his devil horns up that people choose to ignore. This guy worships Satan, guys. Just like Messi, just like Maradona did. It's undeniable. That's why they're so closely connected. So, this guy retires due to a heart condition. Again, what utter bullshit. It's just a ritual, and I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it here. So, first of all, he retires at age 33. Age 33. The upcoming World Cup final is going to be played in Qatar. Qatar gets you 33. The last time Argentina won the World Cup was in 86. It was in Mexico. Mexico gets you 33. So Aguero had to be taken off this season versus Alaves due to chest discomfort, and that was the 303rd day of the year. Okay? He had to come out on October the 30th, 2021, the 303rd day of the year. You cannot make this shit up. Here it is. Barcelona won, Alaves won. He came out in this game on October the 30th. Just an absolute joke. Look at the photo that they use here, 9/11. It really is truly sick when you have eyes to see, guys, especially at my level. So Aguero comes out with chest discomfort this year on October the 30th. His last ever appearance as a professional footballer on October the 30th. And Diego Maradona, the Argentinian legend, who's highly connected to Aguero, was born on October the 30th in Lanus, like the anus, because they make fun out of us. And Maradona was born a woman. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And Maradona, guys, he died. He died on the 330th day of the year, like 33. Maradona died November the 25th, 2020. November the 25th, 2020. He died on the 330th day of the year. Aguero came off with chest discomfort on the 303rd day of the year. Qatar equals 33. Mexico equals 33, where Argentina last won the World Cup. England equals 33. They're probably going to meet England in the final.
Probably.
And people are not going to say anything. They're going to be just so entertained by it all. I hope England get their revenge. They'll all be talking about the hand of God and all that bullshit, all that ritual. So Aguero was born on the 154th day of 1988.
Huge.
He was born June the 2nd, 1988, the 154th day of the year. Just confirmation here that he's 33 years old. 154, guys, eh? 154. Well, Argentina gets you 154. How convenient. How convenient. That he's probably just performed a ritual for Argentina to get to the World Cup final. And for another 154, ritual sacrifice gets you 154. And I believe this staged retirement, guys, this staged heart condition is all a ritual sacrifice by Aguero for his beloved Argentina to get to the World Cup final. It's an absolute disgrace. Don't fall.
Let's listen to that again.
Another 154, ritual sacrifice.
Listen.
Gets you 154. And I believe this staged retirement, guys, this staged heart condition is all a ritual sacrifice by Aguero for his beloved Argentina to get to the World Cup final. It's an absolute disgrace. Don't fall for these fake tears. They're actors. They're deceivers at the highest level, guys. He wore "cun" on his shirt. Need to add a T to the end of that word. And what's this? A childhood nickname based on the title character from the cartoon Cum Cum. These guys are honestly mockers. Maradona, born in Lanus, like the anus. And this guy's nickname comes from a character from the cartoon Cum Cum. Come on, guys.
Outrageous.
Start seeing through this mockery. Saturnalia, guys, gets you 154. This is really important. Saturnalia also gets you 154, as you can see here. And why is that important? I will tell you why that's important. Saturnalia was an ancient Roman festival and holiday in honor of the god Saturn, connected to Satan, held on the 17th of December of the Julian calendar and later expanded with festivities through to the 23rd of December. Pope Francis, the Argentinian Pope, born December the 17th. The World Cup final is a day after his birthday, guys, which is during Saturnalia. Saturn is connected to Satan. And look at this, Saturnalia, public sacrifice and banquet for the god Saturn. My word. My word. And it's so interesting I'm doing this video about Aguero because it was Aguero's goal against QPR in the Premier League a while back that got me questioning if sports were rigged. Aguero scores in the last minute to win Man City the league.
That game finished 3-2. I said all the 32s for Argentina, and they won the penalty today after 32 minutes. I won't play the rest of it. There's no need. But over a year ago, I was raving on about Argentina to make the World Cup final. Every number under the sun. And since all the things that I said, the numbers have happened. I didn't say they're winning the World Cup, did I? I didn't say they're winning the World Cup. I said, I think Aguero's staged heart condition was a ritual sacrifice for his beloved Argentina to get to the World Cup final. Spot on. It's stuff that goes unnoticed because they don't want to acknowledge what I do, but I don't need the acknowledgement. But that video, it says it all, guys. It just says it all. It's even better. You'll have to go back and watch it. I've put it as my main video. I'm going to put it there for a week. Because there you have it. Things can change in between, but I've always said Argentina have a phenomenal riddle. Never changed it. I just said I think it's too perfect. It's too good. And it still may be too good, but they had every number to make the final. Every single number to make the final, and they've made the final. And they were 5-1 to make the final. Plus 500. But just whatever. Anyways, so who would watch pro football without the cameras and fans? Brian, I've said this multiple times. It's a brilliant comment. No, family members. People go to the professional games for a release, but mainly for the spectacle, for the stadium, for the pride aspect of it. But yeah, if they were playing these games just in a field, there were no jerseys or anything, they were just guys, even if they were decent footballers, you wouldn't really care about watching it. You just wouldn't. You're paying for the spectacle, especially watching it on TV, where you've just got satanic frauds just repeating themselves, and they mock you as well. They know where the game's going. They know who's going to win, these people. Have you ever seen it when it cuts to like Rio Ferdinand celebrating like an amazing Messi goal? It's like, bam, I told you Messi's sick. Wow, I knew he was going to do that, man. I knew he was going to do it, Messi. It's like, he's telling you he knew he knew that Messi was going to do that. He knew. So he literally comes out and goes, I told you, I knew Messi would step up and get the winning goal. They know. But then sometimes they have to get the commentators or the ex-players to be like, I think this player's going to score today. Yeah, I'm really confident. And he knows he's not going to score, but he'll push a major narrative that he's going to score. And if you trust that person, and you shouldn't trust false prophets, you'll go, oh, geez, well, did you hear everything Clinton Morrison just said about Aubameyang scoring? Surely he's going to score. Aubameyang pulls his hamstring after 5 minutes. It's the stuff they do. You've got to see through false prophets. The only way you do that is finding Jesus, in my opinion. It's the only way. Argentina does equal 44 and 55, which gets you your 99, which again goes back to Wayne Gretzky, who wore number 99, and he syncs up with Messi. He's the GOAT of hockey, isn't he? He's the GOAT of the NHL. All puppets and actors and actresses, exactly divine. Your problem is you present both sides and then claim you said it would happen. That's ungodly, claiming to be a prophet. Never am I claiming to be a prophet. Henny, Hardaway. I identify patterns. I identify patterns. I put them on my website. I don't ever lie. I don't lie. That's the reality. I put my stuff up there. I have a website, guys. I have 360 odd people paying me. I can't come on YouTube and lie. I would get ruined by my community. So for you saying your problem is you present both sides, you mean I present too much information? Even somebody on my website said, this is too much information. I apologize if you can't process it. I provide undeniable information, and you as a grown adult have to determine what you want to do with it. I don't come out here and say, I told you this, and did you not just hear that freaking Aguero video, brother? Did you not hear? Did it not process in your brain all the stuff I said, the incredible connections for Argentina making the final, and why? Did that go over your head? Your problem is you don't have a clue. That's your problem. Hello, Serbian. How you doing? Wait. So Serbians, Bambi, are you having one of your little emotional breakdowns here? This isn't about me being right. It's not about me being right here. I'm not doing this live to be right. All right? I know how good I am. I'm here. I've done this, guys. I went live right after England got knocked out. Okay, Bambi, see you later. You're gone. So this Bambi girl or guy, I'm not even sure who it is. She, every month, she used to be like, oh, you're amazing, you're incredible. And then she was like, Gematria is bullshit. There's numbers for everyone. I'm not doing this anymore. I give up on it. And then she's back again. I've got this great code for this tennis tournament. Player goes out in the 3rd round. Oh, Gematria sucks. Month later, I've got this riddle. I think it's like the people coming here, they're competing with me. What are you competing with me for? Bambi doesn't have a YouTube channel, doesn't do anything to reveal the deception, just comes in people's streams calling them frauds. So it's just cringeworthy, isn't it? So again, I'll stay off these bots, these people like Henny Hardaway. They're not even real people, I don't think, half of them. Satan tempted Christ with all the kingdoms of the earth. Yep. Jesus fasted 40 days and 40 nights, didn't he? And he was tempted by the devil every day, and he didn't give in. What is the meaning of the year 2023? What can we wait for? I think there's going to be a war. That's going to be triggered. I think the economy may collapse. I think we're really going to see physical money slowly go by the end of the year. I think there'll be a lot of death. I'm already seeing that. I told you I get messages every day now. Somebody's died. There'll be a lot of death. Giroud wore 18 at Chelsea, and France won the World Cup in 2018. France won their first World Cup in 1998, and 666 times 3 is 1,998. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Yeah, Giroud, clearly. Do you remember Giroud's? Scorpion kick for Arsenal? Like the best goal in the world, best goal of the season. It supposedly didn't even win the Premier League goal of the month, but it got the goal of the year. just how ridiculous it is. So they whipped it back to him. He's stuck his leg out, done this scorpion kick, the most remarkable finish you'll ever see, top corner. That wasn't Giroud. That was a demon. Do you remember the goal he got? Do you remember that goal? Yeah, France does have the FFF, French Football Federation 666. Guys, when France won the World Cup, they all sat on the ground and did all of that. I've got the video on my phone. I've shared it on Twitter. What more do you want? Like, you'll probably tell me it's yoga. They were just doing yoga. They're possessed. They're possessed. 2023, that was a Super Bowl 56 score. I said it would be that score as well. Giroud's an awful football. I don't rate him. Never have. But he scores goals, and that's because of just the code. God bless you, Brother Adam. Hope you received the PayPal, boss. Thank you for the incredible decode on Argentina getting to the final. Wow, I haven't able. I bet, sorry. This guy's a really good guy. I don't really check PayPal. I rarely check my members. I checked the other day because I expected a few to go. Then a few signed up as well. Oh, wait a second. I changed my PayPal password. You've always supported me, mate. And again, the people who on my Patreon from the beginning, they always kept saying, are you still on Argentina? Are you still on Argentina? I was like, Argentina's riddle has not changed, but there's loads for England now. And there's some stuff for Brazil. So don't think that it's Argentina. There's no gimmies. There's an amazing decoder, in my opinion, called Belzino. Password's Argentina. I think he's a really good decoder, and I think he makes phenomenal finds. And I've had him on the live stream before. I really like Belzino. And I've just told him, just be careful, because he uses words like lock, or this is a gimme, or this is definite. And he was right with Argentina today. He was 1,000,000%, 100% confident in Argentina, and they won. But he's also sent me loads of codes where it says, like, this is definitely happening, and it's lost. So any of us doing this, we can't be going out telling people that's when you should hammer someone. If you put out a tweet saying, check out my website, I have a lock for the quarterfinal, and if you do all of that and it misses, you deserve to be ridiculed. You do, because you're saying it's a lock and it's a gimme. So however good you are, however amazing you are, however good the code looks, you can present it, you can promote yourself, but don't go around telling people this is a lock. You don't know that. That's when you're giving people a false sense of security. I don't ever do. You listen to Aguero. This probably means that Aguero sacrificed his career for Argentina to make the final. Probably. Key words, probably. Highly likely, maybe. Strong chance, not definitely. People really need to learn that. If you make promises, you better stick to them. And you can't make a promise about a game that's not being played. So stop doing that, Belzino. You're phenomenal. You're exceptional. You're only going to get better. But you're putting yourself under needless pressure by already telling us that the game's been done. It makes you look amazing and a genius when it hits. When it doesn't, you look foolish. So that's my advice to you, because I think you're exceptional. I hope you take that with a grain of salt, because I'm actually complimenting you. But most people don't acknowledge the compliments I gave him there. Oh my goodness. Abed, are you serious? Oh my goodness, mate. You didn't have to do that. Oh my word. That's Kenya getting treated. Mate, you've just, wow. I'm going to tell you something about this guy, because he doesn't know what a big role he's had in my life. I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows. I was going through a stage probably at some point in 2021, late 2021, or maybe late 2021. This year's gone so quickly. And I was this close to just saying, Adam, stop. Stop with this now. You had a great life before. Let it go. All right, just mark this down as a part of your life experience. You learnt this code, move on from it. I was done with it. I was like, this is hurting my head. It's making me feel down. I'm over it. And this same Abid who's just sent me a tip here, sent me this message, this unbelievable message and a tip, but more the message, basically with all these amazing positive words about the impact I've had on his life. He kept me coding. If it weren't for him, I was about to just stop. I was going to just stop. This was when I was really new to it. I was still good, but not like I am now. I was going to call it a day. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to stare at a screen. I don't want to code these sports. I don't want to keep getting my heart broken by seeing how shitty the world is. And then he sent this message the day after. The day after. I remember the way he went, all right. I went, Adam, you've got a bigger purpose here. There's people around the world that care about you and what you're saying. He kept me going. That guy, Abid, the guy in the chat, give him a thank you. If it weren't for him, I don't think I would be doing this now. So he's something very divine to me. I don't know him. I don't know his story. I'd love to see him. I'd love to call him. He basically kept me doing this. So I just lost my passion for it. So thank you. Thank you very much for that. I'm sure a lot of other people are grateful. Other people probably think, oh, Abid, why did you do that? I wish he wasn't doing what he's doing. He annoys me, this guy. But yeah, mate, I don't think you realize how important that was. And it wasn't the money. It was the message. It was the message, mate. So, wow. Yeah, that's what I mean, Abid. So Abid said, wow, brother, you are honestly putting the biggest smile on my face, bro. Much love, brother. You have a big brother to it. Look, he's giving me chills. Yeah, I wish we could be a bit more like this with each other and help each other. That's why we know there's people that come in my chat deliberately to bring our frequencies down. Somebody said I need to hire somebody to get Kathy or somebody, Divine, just to get rid of them. So if I'm not paying attention to the chat, just get rid of them. So it's not like, Adam, you're hiding people from you because you can't take criticism. Guys, I love to be criticized. It's something I've enjoyed since a child. People coming at me, I almost like thrive off it, but it brings out the worst side in me. It brings out the arrogant, cocky, then go on, and I become that character that I don't really like, but I do like at the same time. It sounds weird, this, guys, and you probably won't like me saying it because I'm still like that a bit. When people come and I can be cocky, I still get a thrill out of it. And I really want to stop getting a thrill out of it, but I thrive off it. But I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't go searching for it. I don't go looking for it. Some people want to pick a fight and show people how good they are. But when people come, but I'm going to get somebody, I don't know who, somebody who's consistently in my lives and just say, hey, use your discernment. And if anyone's being really out of hand or they keep just hammering me for no reason, you can just get rid of them. So it's not me doing it. I don't mind people just, I've told you, calling me out every now and again. But it's very harsh, the criticism that I get for what I actually do for the community. You know what I mean? Adam and Joseph, you are welcome to come down under South Australia at my joint anytime, brothers. Camping, hunting, fishing, campfire. Mate, Colin, I've always wanted to go to Australia or New Zealand. Never done it. How's it work with getting into Australia? Don't they have really tough travel restrictions? My mate Oz from Newcastle in Australia, he's now gone to India. He said he wanted to get out of Australia. He said at one point he wasn't allowed in the coffee shop because he was unvaccinated. Has it changed? You do need negative and positive to produce energy. I agree with that revelation. But there's a balance with it all. I don't want to be in a live stream and be all lovey-dovey 100% of the time and all soppy and we're an amazing family and all of that all the time. But, you know, I've got a fire in me. I am animated at times. I don't think I'll change that. It's the best and worst part of me is my fire. It is. That passion can be your strongest trait and your weakest trait, can't it? And it has been in my life. to be honest. I've got myself in a few scraps from my ego and all of that. It's also helped me in so many ways. Edders, I'm up for the task and we'll get rid anyway. We got things to do on your channel. All right, Divine, I'll give you a call, not tonight. We'll set that up. I don't even know how to do it. I don't know how I would do that, how I have a moderator, how I add a moderator. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, again, if I'm doing live streams and I'm trying to provide great information, trying to make you laugh, just trying to make you question your reality, I don't need to be hammered. Like, for what? For what? And I don't need to be loved. I don't need a compliment every minute in the chat. Just take it on board, add to whatever it is that I'm saying, and leave it at that. We don't need to praise me and we don't need to hate me. Just express your opinion, but hopefully it's constructive or interesting. You know what I mean? Just something interesting. When you ask a question to me, make it an interesting question, not who do you think is going to win the World Cup? Because then I give you an answer and then you hate on me if it doesn't hit. When I don't know, because I'm not a guru. Yet people call me a guru, or I say I'm a guru when I know I'm not. No, I'm not. Adam, you have so much passion. I do, mate. I do, and I think it's more of a positive than a negative. Kathy, are you going to come watch me play football later? Fire is the best part. Ego can be destructive. Yeah. My ego's... I'm taming it, but it's still, sometimes my ego rides me. It rides me. It's like, I can't help myself. But I agree what 6079 Smith says. Some people can't handle the truth. Most. I think we need to change that to most. So again, if Argentina and Messi win the World Cup, all I'm going to get is this. Adam, they were second, third favourites. Adam, they have best player in the world. Adam, they've got a solid squad. If they lose, you said Argentina were definitely winning the World Cup. Wait, no, I didn't say that. You're a liar. You're a liar. Look, you're a fraud. You said they were no, I never said they were definitely winning it. But you did. No, I didn't. And I'm not going to pretend and lie to you or lie to the world to say I did say that when I didn't. I ain't covering myself. I told you as soon as England went out, minutes later, I went live to reveal that Giroud scored the winner exactly 42 weeks before his birthday, and number 8 and number 9 scored when the Queen died, 8-9. I didn't go there saying this and that. I saw loads of stuff for France. There was stuff for France. There's always stuff, especially in a big tournament. I don't hide. I just don't hide. If Argentina lose the World Cup final, who am I hiding from? Who's there to hide from? I have no fear of anything or anyone. So who am I going to be afraid of hiding from? So, like, for example, there's a game today in the NBA. Okay? 6079 Smith, yeah, you're phenomenal at coding. If I can have more than one moderator, I don't know how it works. I'll tell you one of the best things that 6079 Smith's ever told me. He's given me so much gold. The guy has given me gold. But a recent thing that he left in the chat, or he messaged me, I lose track, because I've told you guys, I get hundreds of messages daily. In one day, I will get, like today I must have got over 50 messages, codes for Croatia to win, codes for Morocco to win, codes for the draw, codes for Argentina, codes for France, all coming at me. So I'm reading all these codes, taking in all this information, and it puts me off. So I really, truly appreciate it, because sometimes people send me gold, but it can take me off my path of what I'm thinking, because I'm getting out, but there's this, and that's when it can fry your brain. Maybe in the future, guys, do this. If you have a code, just send me it afterwards. Let me be me. Just send me it after. Go, this is what I found, Illusion, for Morocco, and they just won. All right, mate, I'll share that on my website. I'll say it's yours if you want. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. You can just post it. I always ask people, do you want me to say it's yours? Most say, no, it's fine. So you just get thrown all this information. Like everyone's, I told you today, I don't know how many people have said Morocco are locks. Morocco definitely win tomorrow. No way is it France, Argentina. Only like 3 of them have actually sent me any numbers to back up them saying that, though. It fries my brain. Just let me look at it, let me flow. So anyway, going back to the NBA, new event 201 is called Catastrophic Contagion 2025 with Sears as the new pandemic. Yeah, they've got a whole website talking about it. Prince's death to the Queen's death, 333 weeks. Yep. Queen from Minnesota. Prince, I will die for you. No, you equals 21. So he had the song, I would die for you. 4 like April, use the 21st letter of the alphabet. 421's the Queen's birthday. He died on the Queen's 90th birthday when he was 57. So there's 33 years between the ages, and he died exactly 333. Was it 333 weeks? Yeah, 333 weeks before the Queen died. So yeah, it was Brody, you just need to change that. It's not, U is not the 26th letter of the alphabet, that's Z. But I know what you're getting at. No, it's not your fault, Brody. This is what I mean. What I've just said to Brody there is not me being arrogant or cocky or trying to prove that I know more. It's just to correct, like teachers correct the students. You know what I mean? I didn't mean that. That's not patronizing. I mean, I was a teacher. When you're grading a paper, if there's an error, you have to tell them. You don't just let it slip and then hope they don't make the error again. So yeah, the whole Prince and Queen stuff is just comical that Prince died on the Queen's birthday. Prince, purple rain. Queen Elizabeth let her reign over us. It's just, I'll do about 5-10 more minutes. Oh, anyway, going back to this NBA game, I don't even know what time it starts. But Boston Celtics are playing the Lakers. Boston, my community all had them lose to the Clippers yesterday. And they're on a really bad run. I haven't paid enough attention. I don't know if Jason Tatum's out or whatever it is that they're doing with Boston. But Boston, the top of the Eastern Conference, and they've got a really good record. I think they're 21-7, which is Michael Jordan's birthday, 217. And it's Brittany Griner when she got detained, 217, who's a basketball player. I just saw if Boston win, they become 22-7. 227. Brady played 22 seasons in the NBA, won 7 rings. 227. He made his name in Boston with the Patriots. And then 227 is the 49th prime for Revelation and Antichrist. Boston go 11-5 away, 11 times 5. That gets you 55. Brady won Super Bowl 55. He came into the playoffs 11-5. There's loads of stuff for Boston. And then I look at the odds. This is the thing that always seems to take me off the code when it's close, the odds. So I'm thinking Boston Celtics are leading the East against the Lakers, really struggling. Why are they only minus 150, whatever they are? And again, maybe they've got Jason Tatum out. Maybe Jaylen Brown's out. I don't know. I didn't look enough. But there you've got to ask yourself, do I go with the code, which is really strong, or do I think, wait, the odds are really suspect here. Maybe I'll go Lakers. But sometimes they do this and Boston might beat them by 20. And you're like, why did I even worry about the odds? So yeah, I did a little code for Celtics. I am really good at the NBA. I love coding the NBA, but I didn't put my heart and soul into that code. But again, I just put out the information. There's some phenomenal, exceptional coders on my website who look at that and add or go, oh, he's got all this stuff, but he missed that. I'm going Lakers, money line. Oh, I'm going to go spread. Oh, I'm going to go on Celtics to win the first quarter. Like, there's all sorts of different things you can do. I'm going to do a player prop. Just do whatever you want. There might be something in my code that makes you go, wait, okay, there's a 22 on the card. All right, I'm going to go Jaylen Brown to get over 22 points. Okay, it's 24 days before his birthday. Maybe he's going to get 24. Just to play with the numbers and then bet really small. I'm not saying do a Big Al 50-17 parlay. I'm just saying Have a little bit of interest in it if you want to bet. A little bit of interest. Money way, if you win it, it's cool. Nice little dinner tomorrow. If you miss it, all right, I'll probably have one less pint tomorrow. You know what I mean? Maybe I won't get a takeaway tomorrow. I'll just cook at home. If it's like that, it becomes really fun. If it's $500 and higher and that type of amount of money, and then you're like, shit, damn, I can't do anything for the next week. Well, I'm going to be eating noodles every day. That's not a way of living your life, is it? So there's a real line with it all. 217th day, Obama's birthday, but only on a leap year, aka good year. You love that one, don't you? That's very good. No Robert Williams to face AD. That's why the spread's close. Oh, okay. Amazing defender, isn't he, Williams? AD's suddenly gone from being world-class to unbelievably mediocre to injury-prone, and now he's turned into superhuman again. He recently got 55 points, didn't he? And then he got 44, I think, for your 99. So AD's suddenly become world-class again because he's cold right now. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on Anthony Davis's birthday, by the way. Yeah, 22 divided by 7 is 3.14, which is pi. The 227 is huge because it has the 49 connection and the pi connection. It really is a big number. Is 227. One of the biggest, in my opinion. One of the biggest. The Rock needs to lay off the steroids. I'm not even sure it is. It's probably more likely a bodysuit than steroids, to be honest. I say steroids make your dick smaller, but he doesn't have a dick, so it's fine. Doesn't have a Johnson, does Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, Boston like Kobe Beantown, Kobe Bean Bryant. Yeah, it's just the odds worry me in that game. That's it. But the code's for Boston. The code's Boston, but the odds concern me. It's like the Patriots code was phenomenal. The odds concern me. So if I say the odds concern me, just don't bet big. Probably still win. Morocco to stay at 22 World Cup points, France to the finals. Morocco can get 23, the 9th prime. They could get 25, which has been arguably the biggest number of this World Cup because the fourth horseman can take out 25% of the earth. So I don't know, mate. 22, 23, 25, enormous. So it's not as easy as that. It might be as easy as that. I don't think it is. And I just know this is going to be Francis' 72nd game. And remember, Pope Francis became the Pope the 72nd day of the year. I'm waiting on France to lose a game. And I'd be shocked if it doesn't happen because they have 13 draws and 20 losses at the World Cup. 13 draws, 20 losses. If they get a loss, they have 13 draws, 21 losses. 1,321 is the 266 prime, and 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. I'm just waiting. Maybe it's just something I've got in my head and I need to get rid of it. I'm just waiting on France to get that 1321, 216th prime. If they lose tomorrow, they'll get that and stay on 38 wins, which is that huge death number, if you understand gematria, and it is. Seems like all the deaths that happen connect to 38 and 83. That is legit. So it's just unimaginable. Like if they have Morocco win 6-1, guys, that's a future. They won 6-1 against Portugal as well. They could, on the other hand, have France murder them. Maybe it's Messi that gives them that 13-21. There's so much to consider, guys. All right, remember Argentina last played Croatia on 21-6 as well. 6 times 6 times 6. 21, the 6, triangular number. Messi came into this World Cup with 6 World Cup goals. So, another thing with Messi, by the way, I've told you how synced up he is with the Queen. He got his 96th goal for Argentina. The Queen died at age 96. Kobe was connected to Argentina winning today. He was drafted in 96. So Again, what they're going to do with Messi is on 96. Are they going to keep him on that? They're going to give him 97, the 25th prime, all the 25s. Fucking hell, they're going to give him a hat trick in the World Cup final, so he's 99, 9 times 11. Who knows, guys? I don't. But every game Messi scored, I coded him to score. Every one. And you say, well, it's Messi, Adam. That's not how it works. He's always been plus money to score other than against Saudi Arabia. So it ain't that simple. Ronaldo, guys, got 1 goal. I said he'd only get 1 goal in this World Cup, and he did. I said he'd leave with 8 goals, and he did. That's a big call. Guys, calling Ronaldo to score 1 goal at this World Cup was an enormous call, and he did before it started. So that's big. That it just goes unnoticed, things like that. I know Ronaldo, it's always 777. He's got a lot of 8s, Ronaldo, which you'll see on Friday in my video with Chad, how big that number is with the world. Oh, it's just like that. Infinity. To infinity and beyond. That's why Kobe got the number 8, guys, when he started in the NBA, and then he got 24. 2 times 4 is 8. And then he died exactly, what was it, 888 weeks after his first daughter was born. In today's World Cup games, Morocco was mentioned as the Cinderella team. From the original release of Cinderella 2/15/1950 to tomorrow's game is 26,600 days. This rock for ages, who are you? That is unbelievable. Who is this guy who's just come up with that? I've never seen him before. To have an eye to see that, and I know people might go, what does it mean? One guy said Cinderella, and he's just reaching there. If it's Morocco-Argentina, it's going to be beyond satanic. The France-Argentina narrative's there, but it's all Society of Jesus, and it'll back up everything I've said about how important they are if they do France-Argentina. Again, I don't know where they're going to go. I'm excited. I'm actually got a bit of like juice flowing now with it because I just want to reveal it. I love when people like this guy, what's his name? I've got to say his name for that. When someone like Rock for Ages is making that level of observation, it gives me chills reading stuff like that. So yeah, the Cinderella team. Then you look into Cinderella, then you learn about that movie. That's people say, how do you have all that knowledge? It's like, how do you know about Cinderella? I don't, but I will now. How do you know about Cinderella? Well, I know that the movie got released on this day and it was produced by this and it was starred by this woman who died on... How do you know that, Adam? Well, because I was coding Morocco-Argentina and I realized that Morocco were getting called Cinderella a lot. So I looked into them. That's literally how I get this knowledge from people like him. Now I want to look into Cinderella. The Cinderella story. And I think the most recent Cinderella was released 313 on the anniversary of Francis becoming Pope 2 years after. But you got the original one from 1950, 1 hour, 14 minutes. Queen died 114 days after her birthday. So it's making me want to look into Walt Disney now, aka Adolf Hitler. 1950. That was when England first played in the World Cup. They didn't qualify for the other ones, and there wasn't a World Cup 42 and 46 because of the war. England's first World Cup was 1950. Cinderella. Cinderella. Sin. Morocco is so connected to Satan. Cinderella. Ella, Elohim. Under my umbrella, Ella. Right, I got to crack on. Wow, shit. It's 6:37. No, it's 5:37. Got a game at 7 o'clock. Got to stretch out the old hamstrings. The 227th day is Magic Johnson's birthday. Wow, that's huge because he's a LA icon. He wore 32 as well. Just a really big number. Arise Warriors, for God Almighty. I love Philip as well. He just brings positivity and joy when I read his comments. And he ain't in it just for money. Adam needs millions and millions of fans. I don't want fans. I would love viewers. Let's use the term viewers. I would love millions of viewers, but I ain't ever going to get that. If it got to that point, they'll get rid of me. All right, I'm going to leave with 6079 Smith's comment, then I have to go. I am recently new to following your channel. Exceptional work, by the way. Rock for ages. Thank you. I love to interact with people like you. Adam is like Sherlock Holmes with the details. Yeah. Let me read his comment, then I'll go. One last one for you from the release of Cinderella till the first day of 2020 is 25505 days. Babylon release coming up. Brad Pitt will be 21555 days old. Alistair Crowley born 555 days before the book 1984. He finds stuff like that, baffles me. Oh, this is what I was going to say. The thing that he recently told me. So I felt like I knew every 42 going, but nobody knows everything. I felt like I knew everything with 42. LeBron James overtook Kobe Bryant in the scoring charts one day before Kobe died. He did that on 25-1. This is what 6079 Smith told me. He told me, and you can confirm this, Zelensky, who's the president of the Ukraine, LeBron James overtook Kobe Bryant in the scoring chart on Zelensky's 42nd birthday. One of the best fans he's ever given me that. Because Kobe obviously died the 42nd year of his life. Last ever NBA game, played 42 minutes. First NBA Finals, he won 4-2. 2020 Champions League Finals on his 42nd birthday. And then he tells me LeBron overtook Kobe on Zelensky's 42nd birthday. Phenomenal stuff. Again, guys, I appreciate 90% of you all. I really do. I really do. All right, I better crack on. Wish me luck in these games. I don't know what I'm going to do with these hammies. Hopefully I don't snap it. That's my whole goal, I want to be able to walk to my car at the end of the game. If I'm fit, I'll probably bang 6, 7, 8, 9 goals, to be honest. So, cheers, guys. Thanks for everything. And, oh, sorry, Chris, I've got to go, mate. Blessed to be here with you and everyone. Come, Lord Jesus. It's coming, baby. It's coming. Thank you, guys. Much love and take care. Appreciate you all. And again, just a big shout out to the guy who literally kept me coding. And now he finally knows how big that moment was, that email. I want to give a big, big thank you again to Abel. I'm really, really grateful to you, mate. So thank you so much. Abid. Thank you. And God bless you all. Time to go get changed. Where's my tab to close this? There it is. All right. Much love to you all. Abid, thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Take care, guys. And much love to you all. I'm going to turn the light on. It's a bit depressing here. It's so dark. All right. Bye-bye.